As we saw earlier that I have my IO-Link master connected to my laptop via the Ethernet port. And for a fresh master, the first thing which I like to do is go to the website and go to the product page of the master itself and scroll down, and once we scroll down enough, we'll see a bunch of tabs. One of them is software. I'm going to click on that, and then we are going to download the software bundle with the latest application base and the EDS files. IO-Link IODD automatic upload tool, which is a great tool to automatically find IODD files, and PortVision DX, which helps in finding the IP address of the master and also configuring it for further use. So once all of these are downloaded, we're going to extract these files. And to get started, the IO-Link master comes with a web interface, but to access the web interface, we require an IP address. And my favorite tool to access the IP address is PortVision DX. It has a proprietary protocol which helps you find the IO-Link master on the network, regardless of the Ethernet adapter's configuration. So really great tool, saves a lot of time. To use it, it's really simple. You just click on scan, select your IO-Link master in this case, and click on scan again. And it's going through a scan process right now and looking for all the masters on the network. And it found one. It's the 192.168.137.5 master. And if this IP address doesn't align with my Ethernet adapter, I can actually change the Ethernet adapter setting, or I can change the IO-Link master's IP address by just clicking on properties and just following the prompt. So in this case, I'm sufficed with this IP address, and I'm going to go further. So first thing first, once you have an IP address, is we are going to type it in the Chrome's URL bar. Once that's done, it's going to load a page something like this. And recommended is that you check if the application base is the latest and the greatest. So in this case, I have 1.7.3, which is the latest application base, as we can see from here. So I'm good. In case you have an application base that's older, we have a YouTube video on how to update the application base, really straightforward. I would recommend to follow that and get the master on the latest and the greatest firmware. Now, following along, the second step which we want to do is go to attached devices. If it's a fresh master, we won't see anything under the IODD files. And to use OPC UA easily, we do require IODD files because of the master's feature about doing IODD parsing. So I've just entered the folder which is related to the software we downloaded. And another quick IODD tool, I'm just going to open it. It's a GUI tool and it's really simple to use. We need to enter the IP address of our master. It's an ICE2 master. It has a admin password, so I'm going to enter that. By default, the masters don't come with a password, so you won't be able, most probably you won't enter this if it's a fresh master. I click on get devices and it checks the master for the connected IO-Link devices. Right now it has these two. I'm going to click on select all and click on download and upload IODD for the selected devices. Right now it's downloading the IODD files online and then uploading it to the master simultaneously. So this process can take around a minute or two, depending on how many devices are there and how big the IODD files are. So by that time that's happening, we are going to go back And this time I want to go to the configuration tab. So under the configuration tab, we are going to select OPC UA because that's what we are working on today. So by selecting OPC UA, we are going to see a configuration window, something like this, that's displayed on the screen. First thing first I want to do is click on edit over here and enable the OPC server. All the IIoT protocols are disabled by default, so we have to enable the protocol. And the next thing I want to do is give it an application name and an application URI, and that's all for this configuration. We don't need anything else to be changed, but if you have a complex system in the future which has the requirements for username, password, and encryption, we do have those options over here to check. Once that's done, I'm going to click on save. If I want to do any PDO on my ports, I have to enable these, which are already enabled. So I'm good. Now let's check the quick IODD tool, and we can see that it says that it already has uploaded all the IODD files, which means that if I refresh this page, I should see 2 IODD files appearing over here. Awesome. So we have our IODD files uploaded. We have enabled the OPC UA and added the names. So I think so we are good to go for the next step, which is open UaExpert. So UaExpert is a great tool for playing with OPC servers. UaExpert is a client similar to Ignition, but it just gives you a great tool for getting started really quickly, and it's free online. So once you've downloaded from the UaExpert's website, you just go open this to application, click on add by right clicking the server. Once I click on add, it's going to show me an add server window. We want to give it a name, so ICE2 OPC UA. And under the endpoint URL, if it's blank, you just need to make sure that the prefix is opc.tcp : and then 2 slashes. And then you enter the IP address 168.137.5. Anything else is not required, and I'm going to click on OK. And we observe that it was seamlessly just connected to the master's OPC UA server, and we see the root objects coming over here. Now under the IOLM, we can see there is a structure which has all the ports. And if I go under the summary tab, I can actually find where my IO-Link device, which ports are connected to my IO-Link devices. So that's a great way to know which ports are being used. So over here we can see port 1 and port 3. Port 1 has ultrasonic sensor and port 3 has a signal lamp. So moving forward, I'm going to go to port 1, go to attached devices, and we're going to go to PDI fields. And over here we see that already we have the tags made for us. So I can drag and drop, and if I move my ultrasonic sensor, we see the values changing over here, and also the switching signals are changing. That's how you get started with the IO-Link master using the starter kit, and we saw how quickly I was able to just configure everything and have the data, OPC data under UaExpert. I didn't have to do any parsing because the master already makes tags for me.
So in this demonstration, we saw how easy it is to connect the IO-Link master ICE2 to UaExpert, which is an OPC UA client. Now, to take it one step further, you can connect the same master to Ignition, which has a built-in OPC UA client. And to do that, please check out our other video, which shows how to do so. And with that, we saw how easy it is to get started with IoT concepts and take those concepts to reality using the IIoT Starter Kit. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.